If you're flying anywhere soon, well, it might look a little different than you had expected. That's because today the FAA is slashing flights at 40 of the busiest airports all across the country, all because of the government shutdown. At the same time, there could be some relief, though, coming for the millions of Americans who count on federal aid assistance. Here's NBC's Alice Barr with the story.
This morning, two major headlines driving home the consequences of the nation's longest government shutdown. Air travelers feeling the effects of a reduction in flights beginning today at 40 busy airports because of staffing shortages.
People are just waiting. It's been awful.
While more than 40 million Americans waiting for SNAP food assistance benefits to feed their families.
It's an avalanche.
Are getting some backup from a federal judge ordering the Trump administration to fully fund the program by today. The White House has been processing partial payments and is appealing the ruling.
In the midst of a shutdown, we can't have a federal court telling the president how he has to triage the situation.
But the judge said the lapse in payments should have been avoided, accusing the administration of ignoring his last order to quickly restart payments and of withholding them for political reasons, citing President Trump's Tuesday post threatening to stop benefits until Democrats agreed to end the shutdown. All as long lines at food banks across the country demonstrate the urgent need.
I work and then I have to get out of work so I can make a line over here to get some food and then take it home, and then, we have to do a lot of extra things.
Back at airports, more long lines and growing frustration.
Come to an agreement and get this government working.
The cutback in flights starting at 4% today to reduce strain on the system, while air traffic controllers working without pay call out to work other jobs. If the shutdown drags on, the FAA planning to reduce flights by 6% Tuesday and 10% next Friday to ensure top safety. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
All that means that more than 800 U.S. flights in total are canceled today in various airports throughout the country, including Denver, Vegas, Salt Lake City, Portland, and Seattle. Now, as of right now, Boise is not one of the airports on the FAA list, but those flight reductions could still impact you if you're flying out of Idaho and then connecting to one of those many airports in our region. The Boise airport told us yesterday it's operating normally, but officials encourage you to check with your airline for flight delays or cancellations. They also advise getting to the airport extra early. So they're talking about like hour and a half or 2 hours before your scheduled flight. Some travelers at the airport we spoke to say they're concerned about what could happen on their return flights, and they hope the airports can find a way to accommodate them if they run into any problems.
Maybe some hotel vouchers, that might help, or some or food vouchers, because it's an additional expense to stay. Maybe the lounge offered to more people.
And we don't yet know what flights could be canceled or how people are traveling back to Idaho in the days to come are going to be affected by this. Air traffic controllers and TSA employees are still working. They're considered essential employees, but they are working without pay during this shutdown.